Hello. Hi there. Hello, hello. How is everyone today? I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, please. That would be awesome. All right, so before we get started, first of all, some of you know me already, but I'll still say it. My name is Yamile. And oh yeah, thanks for letting me know that you can hear me. My name is Yamile Yemoonyah, and you can find me at spiritguides.co. That's my website. And you can also find our awesome Facebook community at spiritguideschool.com. So come join us if you're not there already. And before we get started, let us know in the chat if you already know one of your guides or if you don't. And also your name and where you're from. In the meantime, I'll get ready. So I see Alex is here. I know she knows one of our guides. Cinnamon is here. Michelle from Australia is here. Michelle, do you know any of your guides already? Who else is here? Let's see. Anine is here. Hi. Marie is here. Tara is here. So yeah, everyone, let us know if you know one of your guides. Anine knows a few of them by now. Yes, she's had a private session with me already. Michelle knows one that she's been told about. Awesome. All right. So I'll tell you a few things that you have to know before we get started. But first, I'll record this session if the technology lets me. Okay, I'm already recording. Awesome. So we'll start with the fact that there are all kinds of definitions of spirit guides out there. Spiritualism has one, then shamanism has another one, then Santeria has a third one. So I want to tell you about my definition so we're clear about what we're talking about. So my definition of spirit guides is like any kind of being, any kind of spirit, any kind of non-physical being that can help us in our spiritual development or even our practical day-to-day life. And this being has to be from a higher dimension. So that could be angels, it could be ancestors, it could be nature beings like elves, fairies, gnomes. It could be star beings, also known as aliens, but I don't like the term alien. That sounds scary to some people. Ascended masters, gods, goddesses, and power animals. I'll also have to say that even though I mention ancestors, if you have a past loved one, that is not your spirit guide, because spirit guides work with you throughout your entire lifetime, at least the main ones. There are ones that only pop in. That doesn't mean that these past loved ones can't be around and help you with certain things, but they are not your guide in that sense. The second thing you need to know is that spirit guides show themselves in a form that makes sense to us. They don't have an actual 3D form because they don't live in the 3D world. They are made up of energy and light. But they show themselves in a way that makes sense to us because we're human beings and we kind of need that, like this whole concept of knowing what they look like. So that's why they show themselves in a way that makes sense to us. Could be that, for example, your spirit guide used your teddy bear when you were small to show themselves and to communicate with you. And maybe that's why they still show up as a bear, for example. Or it could be that you see, you have a spirit guide which is a nature being and it shows itself in the form of a Disney elf. That's how I often see them because that's what makes sense to me. The same goes for names. They don't actually have names in the human sense. They have energy patterns that we can recognize. But again, they give us names sometimes, so we, as humans, it's easier for us to communicate with them. Then you also need to know that even if you know one of your guides, others might come through today in the reading. That's because if you know already one of your guides, they don't need me to tell you anything, because you already can communicate with them. But sometimes the ones that you already know will also come through, because maybe you need some more validation. It might happen. And then one of the last things you need to know is that even if messages that I give you today don't make sense right away, don't dismiss them right away, just accept it for now. Because oftentimes the message will make sense afterwards, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe even in 10 years. That has happened to me before. I've been to a psychic, I think it was 15 years ago, and then 10 years later I was suddenly, oh my God, that's what she meant. So yeah, just go with it. And then the last thing is, people always ask me how I work, how it works, that I can give you these messages. It's I usually close my eyes, and then my head will go like this to the left, because somehow I hear them here somewhere. And what usually happens is that I will see an image, so I'm clairvoyant. I see an image of that being, and I will tell you what I see. And while I tell you what I see, the connection gets a little stronger, and then I get messages, which could come through also as clairvoyant things that I see. And then I have to, they're sometimes meant literally, sometimes symbolically. So I kind of have to figure it out. And sometimes I just know things, and I'll just tell you without seeing images. So that's how it works. All right, so now we're going to do a little breathing exercise. It would be great if everyone could mute themselves. Okay, let's see, is everyone muted? I think so. Okay, awesome. All right, so I would ask you to close your eyes and then take 5 breaths, like deep breath, just to like calm down. So let's start and take these 5 deep breaths. Just let go of the day so far. Relax your entire body. Especially the shoulders. And around the eyes. And around the ears. Great. Now I'm calling in my spirit guides to help me bring the messages to you that you need to hear today from your spirit guides. I especially call in Archangel Michael to protect this space so that only beings from the higher dimensions, from the light, and only those with love in their heart, and only those that are connected to us in love can come through. I also ask your guides to come and step forward and to use me as a channel to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. Now, please keep your eyes closed for a moment and just take 3 more breaths. And while you do that, just call in your own guides, even though you don't know them. Just ask them to step forward. Okay, you can open your eyes again when you're ready. All right, then we'll get started now. So I'll take another breath and I'll close my eyes, and it might take a few seconds, might take 30 seconds. And then then I can tune into one of you. Tara and Cinnamon, can you please turn on your video so I can see you? It makes it much easier for me. I know Haneen doesn't have a video, but if you do, please turn it on. Hi, so nice to see you guys. All right. So who wants to go first? I think someone already raised their hands. Actually, the people who haven't been here yet. Few people have come back. The others will go first. I think Tara hasn't been yet. Do you want to go first? Wait, I can't hear you. Okay.
Sorry. I went last time, so get someone else first.
Okay, then who hasn't been? Michelle, you haven't been, right? Wait, I'll unmute you. Yeah, I can hear you now. You've never had a reading yet, right? Michelle?
Right. Yeah, I haven't.
Okay, well, then you'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, don't be alarmed if I stare at you a little bit. That helps me connect.
All right.
Okay. Okay. It's not super clear, but I think it's an angel. And I'll just tell you what I see because that makes the connection usually stronger. But I'm not entirely sure because there's also an animal spirit. It's a bird. I'm not sure yet which one. It's a white bird, and it's a big bird. It could be a swan. Yes, it's a swan. And I'll go with the swan because this one is stronger than the angel. And it has a little crown on its head, like a princess crown. I'm not sure why. We'll see what happens. That's what I see. And it's swimming on a river. I'm also not sure yet if it's a male or a female. Okay, so it says it's wearing that crown to show me something about you. It says that you have a very calm and elegant energy around you. Like you have a regal presence somehow. Is that something people have told you before?
A what presence?
A regal, like
Yes, sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I had a dream last night with an animal, but it was a white bear.
Tell me that later, because otherwise, yeah. But tell me later. Definitely, I'm interested. But for now, if I ask you, does that make sense? Say yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is what I'm seeing is it shows me, and I think it's a female, but I'm not entirely sure yet. But it shows me a smaller swan, like it reminds me of this story with the ugly duckling a little bit. And so I'm guessing that what it wants to tell me is that when you were a kid, you felt a little bit like the ugly duckling or the one out, like as if you didn't belong or weren't as good as the others, or maybe, let's see.
Yeah.
It's somehow you didn't feel worthy. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this one is basically here to say that you've come a long way when it comes to yourself, like your sense of self-worth, but there's still some work to do. It says that you are here, like all light workers, you're a light worker, yes, and that you're here with a very specific purpose, and that to fulfill your purpose, you need to understand that you have, first of all, that you're, just by being yourself, you're worth it. You are an amazing spirit. Like you have a lot of light, but that you also have very specific talents and gifts that you bring into this lifetime to share with others, and that to really be able to share these, that you have to see your own light very clearly. And also, if someone else doesn't see it, not to take on their view of you, because that just will make you feel not worthy again. But if someone doesn't appreciate you the way you are, it's only because they are seeing their own shortcomings reflected in you. It doesn't say anything about you. So the swan is basically here to tell you that you're a beautiful human being and that it's important that you see that in yourself. You're not only a beautiful human being, but a beautiful spirit. And it's important that you recognize that. Don't let anyone else tell you differently. Does that make sense to you?
Very much.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a question?
Just, I don't know if you can get any clearer on the angel or just some guidance. I'm having some confusion at the moment on my path, and I don't know if you can pick up on anything like that.
Confusion on what? Sorry?
On which path to take.
Okay.
My light work, my healing. So
I'm actually not sure about the angel because it might be that I saw the feathers, the white feathers.
okay.
And first I thought it was the wings of an angel. I mean, everyone does have a guardian angel, definitely. But right now, I think the swan is more important for this message. Let's see what. Still not sure if it's a male or a female. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so there's something when it comes to your purpose about showing people the same thing that you are learning, to see their own beauty in some way, to see their own light. Okay, so what the swan is saying that the more you work on that in yourself, see your own light, to shine your own light, the more your path will be clear because it will attract people who have to learn the same lesson, and then it will all fall into place. I'm trying to see if there's more clarity about like how you show people, like in what specific way you would do that. Let's see. No, sorry, not getting any message for that. That's all Swan has to say about it.
That's fine.
But does that make sense to you? Does that help you?
Yes, it helps me.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
You're welcome. Glad it helps you. Oh, what did you want to tell me about that dream? Now I'm curious.
Oh, it was a dream that I don't usually have before. It was a white polar bear, and I just felt like it was trying to send me a message in as a spirit animal. But yeah, just hearing you say the white animal, I was thinking, is she going to say a bear? But then it was a swan. So
yeah.
maybe it was nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I get a message about that. The only thing I get about that is I don't know what the bigger message was, but there was a message in the sense that a polar bear, like white, and in a white environment, it was about the color white and about purity. To keep yourself pure inside, in the sense of not letting anything from the outside how do I say this? Yeah, not letting anything from the outside get too deep into you and to give you negative thoughts about yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you a Virgo by any chance?
My what, sorry?
A Virgo star sign?
No, Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know your ascendant?
No.
No? Okay. I think you have some Virgo somewhere. Maybe your moon in Virgo or your ascendant in Virgo or something like that.
Okay.
Can't swear, but I have that feeling. Because for Virgos, it's a lot about staying pure. That's what I was looking for, the word pure inside, like in the sense of like staying close to your spirit, because your spirit is like your pure self, and to align with your spirit. That's important for Virgos. I mean, for others as well, but that's, yeah, I just got the impression that you might be a Virgo in some way. But anyway, look it up. And if you are, let me know.
Okay. I'll look it up.
All right. So who else has never had a reading before? Marie?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's see. Give me a sec. Okay, definitely nature spirit, definitely female. Not sure what kind yet. I think it's a gnome-like being. And it shows itself like they often do, like really with the like little gnome hat, rosy cheeks, a skirt with an apron, white blouse. Do you have a close connection to nature? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a garden or lots of plants in your house?
I've got a garden.
Okay. Do you like gardening and being out in the garden a lot?
Yes.
Okay. Because she shows me you working with plants.
Yeah.
Like digging in the earth and do you speak to your plants?
I do, yes.
Yeah. She says she likes you very much because you respect the natural world, especially the plants. She's a healer. You have the ability to heal, especially through plants, herbs. Do you already do any kind of work like that?
Not really, no.
You should look into that.
Okay.
Maybe flower essences.
Okay.
She also wants you, she wants you to learn more about the spiritual side of plants, like she wants you to learn to work with the spirit of plants.
Okay.
So one way to do that is to either go out in your garden when it's warm enough, pick a certain plant that you feel drawn to. Could be a tree, could be a plant, doesn't matter. Just pick one that you feel drawn to. And go sit in front of it. Like take a chair or sit on the ground. And then just meditate in front of that plant. And first just concentrate on your own breathing. Like take 50 breaths. Just concentrate on your septum, like that middle part in your nose, and feel like how your breath goes in and out. Like concentrate on that part and feel how your breath, like how you can feel it on your septum. That will tune you into yourself, to your own spirit. And then once you've done that, hold your hands out around the plant. Don't touch it, just like maybe, I don't know where you're from, so I don't know, 5 centimeters, like maybe like this far from the plant. And try to do another 50 breaths and concentrate on your hands. See if you can feel something, a tingling or maybe it gets warm or cold or something like that.
Okay.
If you can't go outside, then try it with a houseplant, like one that you have inside. And if you try it with a tree, it's okay to touch it, like the trunk of the tree. Just put your hands on it. With trees especially, and this comes from me, not from her, with trees especially, you can feel the energy go down and up from the earth into, try to feel that. She says once you learn to work with the energy and the spirit of plants, that will open up a whole new avenue to you. On a personal level, like just being aware of like the spirit of a plant is pretty awesome all by itself, but also in other ways, like it will take you further along on the path of your work in this lifetime. Also, she says you're probably Yes, you are a physical intuitive, which means that you can, you take energy into your body. So when you're stressed, you probably feel it like really in your body, not just in your mind or not just in your emotions, but you probably get like aches or your muscles are really tense, or maybe you get headaches, something like that. Does that make sense to you?
Yep. Yes, it does, yes.
Okay. So, she wants you to, when you feel this way, like when you feel that you have like taken energies into your body, she wants you to take a foot bath with salt in it. So get some sea salt or Himalayan salt, put it in a tub with water and put your feet in it. That will like suck the like negative energies out.
Okay.
And also when it, I mean, obviously when it's warm enough to take your shoes and your socks off and just either stand or walk around in your garden, or sit in your garden with the feet on the ground, or really like entirely sit on the ground, because that will also like help you get rid of these energies.
I do that anyway.
Okay, awesome, great. And I don't know if you already have a favorite plant or one that you feel really drawn to, or tree in your garden, but yeah, do you have one already?
No.
Okay, so then pay attention. She will show you one. Like maybe next time when you go out in your garden, pay attention. It's not that it's really your favorite, but the thing is like she will show you one plant that that you will drawn to. And once you find that plant that you feel drawn to, that's where you can connect with her. So just sit with a plant or a tree or whatever it is, and then you can talk to her.
Does she have a name?
Ursula.
Ursula.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So is there anyone else who hasn't been to any of the readings yet? I don't think so. All right, then we have 20 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is I can either do super quick ones, or yeah, I'll just do really quick ones. Okay, so let's go with Alex first, because I actually have a message for you. So this is from me. I was reading a book earlier today, and in that book someone mentioned that she was taught by the spirits to be clairvoyant, to see, and how this happened was like there's a whole backstory that's not important right now, but she said that she first started feeling that energy in her genitals, and then it would go up to her eyes, and then she would see. And I remembered this post that you had in the group where you talked about like when you do your light language, that it kind of appeared the same way, that it started in your root chakra, and I'm guessing that it also goes up. Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I'm thinking you're probably I forget the word, clairaudient, because most people that speak light language or have these kinds of phenomena will also hear voices. So I'm thinking that your spirits are teaching you, like they're opening up your throat chakra this way.
I don't know. I started to connect with this star guide. The one
Sorry.
who was.
Say again?
I was connecting to the star guides, the one you was telling me about, and I don't know, but I think they started to do something with my throat.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I started to like sing a lot, even though I'm not a singer at all.
Yeah.
I just like I just find some melody and I start to like play with it in light language. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, exactly. But pay attention to when you feel that tingling in your root chakra, and then maybe see if you can like draw it up on purpose. The energy. See what it feels like when it comes into your second chakra, in your third chakra, and then in your heart chakra, and then how far you can get it up. And it's probably because they're working on your throat chakra now. It will stop there. But see what it feels like. So I wanted to tell you this so you are more aware of this and can like follow this consciously.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'll go with Tara because you've only had one reading yet. I think I actually remember your reading, although I usually don't. But was it an angel?
No, it was
okay.
a star being.
Okay. Was it? Maybe that was someone else. Was there something with water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what it is today. Mermaids. See a whole bunch of them playing. And it reminds me of a vision I once had when I was at the beach. I saw the waves crashing when they come on the beach, and then you see the little, God, what is that called? When it, like, so it the wave breaks on the beach, and then you see the white, like, foam kind of stuff, and I saw like these like tiny little mermaids in the drops of water. And they were jumping and being like really happy and being like, wee, wee, like this. And that's what I just saw for you as well. Like little water spirits. Very happy and funny, cute ones. They want you to come play with them. Not always be so serious. Interesting word choice, because there's a connection to Sirius. Like almost always with mermaids, there's this connection to the star system Sirius. And blue light and the moon. Have you ever tried having like a bowl of water and have the moon reflect in it and look at it?
Oh no, huh?
Try that. It's like this triangle with like mermaids and water beings and the moon and Sirius, the star system. And yeah, try that with the water bowl. Try to get one that's like made of aluminium because that yeah, helps with the reflection. Also, an exercise for you is to either by moonlight or by candlelight, get a mirror or stand in the mirror in front of your bathroom and look at yourself. Focus on one of your eyes and just look yourself in the eye. Do that for, let's say, 10 minutes and see what happens. If you see that your face changes, don't be scared. Just keep looking like in one eye. Maybe try the left eye, but I'm not 100% sure. Just see which one feels better, makes more sense. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Once you do that exercise, let me know. I'm curious because I like to do this exercise as well, and I know what I see, but I don't want to tell you because otherwise, yeah, I want to know what you see.
Thanks.
Okay, awesome. All right. Let's see. Cinnamon.
Morning.
Your angel's asking you if you've been doing the things you were supposed to do. Did you?
No. I was laughing.
Okay, so she's saying you have to do the work. There's no sense in getting more information or more messages.
I'm feeling stuck energetically. Is there anything around that she has to say?
Fresh air.
Okay.
Nature. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, even if it's just going in front of like your house.
Okay. Hecate, stop.
She's saying she's there with you. There's no need to hide. You are loved very much. You also need to help yourself. Can't do it for you. She says you have so much to give. She says, love yourself. She wants you to at the end of each day, write down 3 things that you are proud of that you did that day. Doesn't have to be big things, can be little things. But 3 things that you are proud of. If you do that for 7 days in a row, she will send you a sign. She will send you a white feather. She says otherwise, yeah, she says only if you really do it, she will send you that sign.
Okay.
So you will see a white feather in some way. It could be in like 3D, could be on TV, could be somewhere. Now she's hugging you. She says she's with you. And again, that she loves you very much. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and we have Haneen. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
If you're, yes.
Hello? Okay. Hi.
Who's speaking?
Tara, you need to mute.
No. Oh, yeah. I did it for you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was you speaking, Haneen, right? Okay, let me see in the chat. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll see what I can get.
I guess so. I'm not really sure.
Well, that gypsy ancestor of yours is here. She,
Okay.
just like with Cinnamon, she wants to know how you're getting along.
haven't got the cards yet.
Okay. Okay, so she says her message today is for you to trust your intuition more.
Okay.
She says, yes, your logical brain has its place, but trust your intuition.
Okay.
When you have to make decisions, not like the big ones, but like smaller decisions, like, I don't know, let's say you go for a walk and you don't know if you should go right or left. That's when you should practice trusting your intuition. Especially,
Okay.
oh yeah, you can, so when you have to make these smaller decisions, just think about her and then see what your intuition says and follow that. And then see what happens when you do. She will also send you like little signs when you do follow your intuition, so you know that it was the right choice, that you followed that you actually followed your intuition, and that it was the right choice. But for you, it's not feathers. For you, it's coins, or images of coins, or pennies, or things that remind you of gypsies.
Okay.
Yeah, generally always pay attention to anything that has to do with like coins. Or any other kind of money, actually. It could also be, I don't know, like dollar bills or euros or whatever. Like any kind of, but small, like small amounts. Could be like, yeah, $1 or the equivalent in your country.
Okay.
And anything that reminds you of gypsies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't concentrate anymore because I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. So I hope this supports you in your journey. And if you aren't in our Facebook group yet, come join us. It's easy to find. Go to spiritguideschool.com. That will redirect you to our Facebook group. And if you want a one-on-one session, then go to spiritguides.co or type in my last name in Google or my entire name, you will find it. And then I have a whole hour for you in a one-on-one session and a follow-up session of 30 minutes. And yeah, then usually 2, sometimes 3 spirit guides will come through, and the message will be deeper and longer, obviously. All right, well, thanks for showing up. I had a lot of fun. I always like doing these sessions, and yes, I hope it supports you. All right, I wish you a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.
Bye.